Good morning, class. Today you're going to write your first rough draft for a 3-paragraph paper. So you should have already completed 3 hamburger outlines this week. Now, this is not the outline that you did. This is an old one from an old paragraph that we wrote. However, you should have had 3 separate hamburger outlines, each one on a different important figure from Black history. Okay? So if you don't have your 3 hamburger outlines done, then you can't do your rough draft yet. You need to stop and go back and do those. But let's talk about how we're going to take 3 hamburger outlines and turn them into a 3-paragraph paper. Okay? So this is an example of a 1-paragraph rough draft. All right? So when we write a 3-paragraph rough draft, we are going to do this paragraph 3 times. Okay, so we're just going to repeat the process. So you're going to do the same thing you've done before with taking the information from your hamburger outline and writing it into a rough draft on lined paper, except for every time you're going to do a new paragraph or a new hamburger outline, you're going to go to the new line and indent. Okay? Okay, so let's start. Now, the first thing you want to do is write your title, okay? And we all have the same title this week. Our title is Important People in Black History. So we want to make sure we capitalize our title and we write it on the top line and underline it. All right, Important People in Black History. And I'm going to underline it. Okay. Okay, so now we're ready to copy from your first hamburger outline. Now, if you already have your paper with you, that's great. You should be writing your rough draft when I write my rough draft. Okay, so if you have your first hamburger outline, grab it. Let's get started. So with rough drafts, we like to skip lines because that gives us room to edit. Okay, so you want to skip the first line. We're going to indent, which means we're going to move over from the margin about 2 fingers. Okay. And this is where your topic sentence for your first hamburger outline will go. So write your topic sentence for your, and I've gotten to the margin here so I don't have room. Skip a line, go all the way to this margin. Write your topic sentence for your first hamburger outline here. Okay, so remember, you're not writing what I'm writing, okay? You're going to be writing whatever is on your topic sentence line on your first hamburger outline, okay? You're going to be writing down everything from your first hamburger outline in this first paragraph, and then you'll move on to your next hamburger outline, okay? Okay. So the next thing that you should have is a detail sentence. And your detail sentence should begin with a transition word. So look at your detail number 1 on your first hamburger outline. I want you to write your transition word. Remember, we start every sentence at the end of the previous sentence. So write your transition word, your comma, first. Write your first detail sentence. And then you're going to keep going. You're going to write your second one. Next, and you don't have to use these transition words. You could have different ones. Write your transition word in a comma. Next, write your second detail sentence. Notice I am not indenting because I have not started a new paragraph. You only indent when you have a new paragraph. And then you should have a third detail sentence. So write your transition word last, or whatever transition word you chose, and write your third detail sentence. If you need to pause the video to finish writing your detail sentences, go for it. Okay. Pause the video if you need more time to get your detail sentences written down. You should only have one sentence left on your first hamburger outline, and that should be your closing sentence. Okay? So you're going to keep going from where the period is. So write your closing sentence to end your first paragraph. And just like that, we are done with our first paragraph and our first hamburger outline. So I'm going to switch colors, and I want you to grab your second hamburger outline. Okay, pause the video if you're not finished writing this first paragraph. Okay, so here's what's new. You are finally writing more than one paragraph. So that means when you get to the end of this paragraph, you're going to a whole new line and you need to indent. Now you've already indented once, okay? A good rule of thumb is to indent the same amount, okay? So that it's easy to see where all of your paragraphs begin. So because I'm starting a new paragraph, I'm going to indent. And I'm going to indent the same amount, so right there. And you are going to write your topic sentence for your second hamburger outline here. Okay, make sure you're writing it from your second one and not the first one. The first one should be done and off to the side. Okay, again, pause the video anytime you need more time to write. So you should have your topic sentence written down from your second hamburger outline. Now it's time to write the three details. We're going to repeat the same process we did for the first paragraph. So write your transition word, your comma, and your first detail sentence. Okay, you're going to repeat that. with your second detail sentence. Write your transition word, comma, and write your second detail sentence. Remember to stay inside those margins. Okay? Then you're going to do your third detail. Start with the transition word and a comma. Write your third detail sentence. All right, if you need more time to write those detail sentences, then pause the video and come back when you are finished. If not, then you should only have one sentence left on your second hamburger outline, which will be your closing sentence. So, you're going to continue at your period, write your closing sentence to end your second paragraph. Okay. And just like that, you have 2 paragraphs already completed. I'm telling you, this is super easy. You're doing exactly what you already know how to do. You're just doing it 3 times. Okay? Okay, so now we have one more. So if you're not finished with your second paragraph and you want to pause and finish it, that's fine. But put your second hamburger outline away because we're done with hamburger outline number 1. We're done with hamburger outline number 2. And now grab your third hamburger outline. Now we're starting a new paragraph. Okay, so that means we go to a new line and we're going to indent. Okay, so that means I need to look at where I've been indenting, which is right there. Okay, I'm not going to a new page because I still have room down here. And you're going to write your topic sentence for your move my paper up so you can see. Third hamburger outline here. Okay, and then we move on to our details. So first thing you're going to do, sorry, my headphones are falling off, is write your transition word first, and then write your, and I'm at the margin. Now, I'm not going to flip this over. I'm going to actually just go to another page right here, okay? So I'm going to first write your, I'm not indenting because even though I'm going to a new page, that doesn't mean I'm starting a new paragraph, okay? So first write your first detail sentence. Transition word, comma, write your second detail sentence. Last transition word, comma, write your third detail, squeeze this in for the margin, sentence. My gosh, kids, we're almost there. You only have one more sentence and you've written a 3-paragraph paper. So on your third hamburger outline, you should have one sentence left, which is your closing sentence. Okay? And you're going to write your closing sentence to end your second paragraph. Oh, no! Look at that. Mrs. Rankin made a mistake. This is why it's a rough draft, kids. And your third paragraph. Got to give you credit. This is the third paragraph. And just like that, you're done. So here's the whole thing. Okay, I've got my title, first paragraph, second paragraph, and then the blue is my third paragraph. And often when you're writing a 3-paragraph paper and it's a rough draft because you are skipping lines, you'll need 2 pieces of paper. Okay, when you write your final draft on paper, you're not skipping lines, so you can usually fit it on 1 page. Okay, you'll be typing, so that won't really pertain to you, but for your rough draft, it does, because you're handwriting that. Okay.